Hey, I'm here at Rotary Park. It's one of the many parks in Ajax that I enjoy spending time, especially in the summer. It's like a mini oasis where I can come and relax and just take in the water and the scenery. And the best thing is, it's only 10 minutes away from my home. I don't know if you're familiar with Ajax, but I sure am. I've lived here for the past 12 years now, and boy, have I seen how it's changed. Are you thinking of moving to Ajax, but you're trying to figure out if it would be the right place for you? Well, today I'm going to share with you my personal experience and knowledge of Ajax, and I'll cover topics such as cost, transportation, jobs and amenities, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to better decide if Ajax is the right fit for you. I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I moved to Ajax. I lived in Scarborough my entire life and visited Ajax once in a while to see some family members, but that was about it. The main reason I ended up in Ajax was because the homes here were much more affordable compared to those in Toronto. Can you relate? Is your home search mainly driven by cost? I feel like for most people it is. Let's get more into that. Let's talk about the cost. So as I mentioned, the reason why I decided to move to Ajax was that the home prices were less than that compared to Toronto. But another factor that I think is important to note is that property taxes here in Ajax are actually a little bit higher than they are in Toronto. So I just wanted to show you on this property tax calculator how we can calculate the tax for the value of your home and give you that comparison with homes in Toronto so that you can get a better idea of what to expect if you decide to choose to purchase a home in Ajax. I'll provide the link down below so that if you would like to get to this property tax calculator, you can do so yourself. So we're first going to insert the property tax class, which is right here. And for that, we're going to use a residential property. Then we're going to enter the property assessment value. In this case, we're going to use the example of $800,000 as our assessment value. It's important to note that the assessment value is not the purchase price of your home, but how much your home has been valued at. So let's enter that $800,000 and then press calculate. So then here we are with a breakdown of your tax rate. So in total, for your yearly property tax in Ajax, for an assessed home at $800,000 would be a total of $8,932 for the year. So now let's do the same comparison for a home in Toronto. So let's pull up the property tax calculator for Toronto. We're going to enter the same assessment value at $800,000. Click calculate. So here we are with the total. Here we are with a total of $4,888.11 for the year on a property in Toronto assessed at $800,000. So as you can see, it's a huge difference. It's pretty much half the amount that you would pay in comparison to a home in Ajax. So when you're purchasing a home, it's not just the expenses that the home brings to you that you have to be concerned about. You have other expenses, and one of those expenses is car insurance. Although in Ajax, car insurance may be a little bit less than more west like Brampton, for example, it actually is quite higher than the other cities in Durham Region. So I'll show you a chart that kind of breaks this down really nicely. As you can see here, Ajax ranks 7 on the most expensive cities for car insurance, Brampton being the highest. And as you can see here within the Durham region, Ajax still remains the highest in comparison to other Durham region cities like Pickering and Whitby. So that just gives you an idea on what to expect in terms of other expenses that you might incur if you were to move to Ajax or the Durham region in general. I used to have to commute downtown for work. Although driving was an option, the hassle of having to deal with traffic and then the cost of parking was a little too much for me. Luckily, the GO train provided me with a great alternative way to get to work downtown. Ajax has its own GO station terminal that also provides free parking. It was so convenient to be able to just drive to the Ajax GO parking lot and then board an express train that got me downtown in about 30 minutes or so. If you were to take the train or bus to travel, my advice to you is get a Presto card, as it's going to save you money in the long run because your fare is discounted based on how often you travel. Plus, it's so much easier than having to purchase a ticket for every trip. It's kind of like a debit card. You load the card and then just tap on and off based on your travel. So now to give you an idea on how much it would cost to travel from the Ajax GO station to Union Station, I'll calculate the fare for you. Anyone can access this information, and I'll leave a link down below for the calculator. Okay, so first you're going to want to tap on your current location. In this case, we're here at Ajax GO terminal, so we're going to type in Ajax GO station. Then you're going to enter where you want to go to, which in this case we'll use Union Station as our example. We'll type in Union Station, and then you'll click on Calculate Fare. Once you click on Calculate Fare, it will then tell you the amount that your fare will cost. So if it's a one-way trip, if you're using your Presto card, it will cost you $8.58. And if you're just buying a standard ticket, it would cost you $10.20. So this is kind of the example that I was trying to mention to you before. If you use your Presto card, you're saving about $2 per trip. So by using this fare calculator, you're given an idea on how much it would cost you to travel using the GO Transit system. Within the Ajax GO terminal, there are also GO buses that will take you to Toronto. For example, some of the route stops are to Scarborough Town Centre and Finch Station, where you can make other connections to get you to your final destination. There is also the local Durham Region transit buses, which operate within your neighborhood, and they will bring you here into this bus station or wherever your destination may be within Ajax or the Durham Region. Another transit service that Ajax provides is the Durham Region Transit Specialized Service. This service provides public transit to people who are not able to use the conventional transit system due to maybe mobility or health issues. It's important to note that this service needs to be scheduled in advance, and when you're booking your trip, you'll be given a 20-minute pickup window. So in order to be eligible for this service, you'll need to apply and get approved ahead of time. Now, for those that drive, with the expansion of the 407 and now the 412 that is free, it gives those living in Ajax more options for a faster commute and to avoid traffic, especially in the summer months when cottage country traffic can be an issue. For me, the traveling back and forth downtown for work no longer was worth it for me because it took up way too much of my time and became really costly. Because of that, I made it a priority to look for work in my local area. Now, with that being said, if you're thinking of moving to Ajax or somewhere in the Durham region, know that there has been huge developments that have created more job opportunities. Over the years, I've noticed many big businesses are moving to Durham. For example, here in Ajax, a huge Amazon warehouse has just opened up, which has created a lot of new full-time job positions. Also, Gordon Food Services, which is another food distribution company, has built another huge warehouse situated at the Carruthers Creek Business Park area, and that also has created a lot of new jobs in the areas of like logistics and warehouse positions. Also in that area, I've noticed a lot more commercial buildings are being built there that will also create a lot of more job opportunities. Ajax also has Lake Ridge Health Hospital and many other medical services like walk-in clinics, dental services, chiropractic, just to name a few. And these are just some of the new developments in Ajax that have been creating a lot more job opportunities. But also, as different business amenities continue to grow, so do jobs. So mentioning amenities, let's talk more about what amenities Ajax has to offer. So one thing you'll notice about Ajax is that we actually don't have a mall. However, we have a RioCan shopping center that has many big chain stores and outlets. I actually like this type of shopping better. One reason being, because a lot of these stores are outlets, I find their prices to be a little bit better than those at the mall. Another thing that I like is if I want to get something at a specific store, I can just park at that store and go directly in rather than having to walk the entire mall to get to the store that I want to. Also, what I find is that a lot of the stores located within this complex are stores that you'll find yourself frequently using. So let me give you an example. I never thought how beneficial it would be to be close to a hardware store. As a homeowner, I can tell you how many times I needed to make a quick stop at a Home Depot or a Canadian Tire for some type of repair or project. So having these stores close by is a bonus. Also, having a Costco here in Ajax is a lifesaver. After having kids, I basically end up there like once a week because of having to buy things in bulk now that my family has grown. Another convenient store is the Walmart Superstore located here in Ajax. We all know how busy life can get, so being able to do one-stop shopping and get everything from groceries to clothes makes things so much more quick and easy. Not only do I find Ajax to have a lot of really good, favorable stores, but also over the past years, I've noticed more of a variety of restaurants featuring foods from all different types of cultures. Over the years, I've seen how Ajax has accommodated to the changing population, and not only offers a lot of multicultural groceries within big chain grocery stores, but there are a lot more culturally specific smaller grocery stores now available within the neighborhood. I can personally say that this is so much more convenient because the past years I used to have to drive to Scarborough in order to get certain groceries and foods that I wanted. Now when it comes to activities in Ajax, Ajax has 3 big community centers that are spread across the town of Ajax. I love that they offer many activities such as swimming, dancing, sports for the kids, just to name a few. All the centers have pools, basketball courts, gyms, and splash pads for the kids. I'll go into more in-depth details on future videos on what these centers offers, so stay tuned for that. Ajax is also known for having many bike trails. One of my favorite trails is the route that runs alongside the lake. It has such an amazing view. For entertainment, Ajax has a Cineplex movie theater. There are many sports bars such as Boston Pizza, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Applebee's, in which we only have a few in Ontario. Also, there's a horse racing track called Ajax Downs. And if you're into golf, Ajax has some very nice golf courses. Looking back to when I first moved here, I found myself going to my hometown a lot because Ajax didn't seem to have everything I needed. But now, as Ajax continues to develop in so many ways and is catering to the changing population, I'm now able to access everything I need right here. From grocery stores to schools, daycares, and amenities being close by, I cannot see myself living anywhere else. I hope this video was helpful at providing you with an idea of what Ajax has to offer so that you can make an informed choice on whether it's the right fit for you. Please don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell in order to stay tuned for upcoming videos that will dive deeper into different communities within Ajax. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.